Hey YouTube, Crobat for the win here today, bringing you guys GBA Week 2. Yes, it is not in the usual format because I made it for the last video. I lost everything in a computer crash. So I figured posting this would be better than posting nothing. I have some of the templates backed up, but it's going to take some time to rearrange it, and frankly this was already going to be uploaded late. I just said forget it, I'm just going to upload the match. Week 3, we'll have the layout back. It'll be against the Grambles, and I'll get back into all the before and after segments next week. Let's just talk about this match. It's also a little faster than usual, because quite frankly, I'm kind of busy this week, so I'll get to all that stuff later. Anyways, I lead off with Weavile, as he leads off with Mega Heracross. That's pretty cool, and by the way, this is against the Steelix, which is Joe, aka Swaglif. Link will be in the description. I had to go for a fake out there because Aerial Ace isn't a guaranteed KO on that thing. I kind of hoped he would stay in. I guess that didn't work. He went into Regirock, which is the bane of my existence. I don't like that thing at all. I'm going to have to go into Mega Venusaur, or what is Venusaur right now. He goes to the Stone Edge. Doesn't do a whole heck of a lot, but I don't have leftovers. So, in the long term, we'll see what happens, I guess. Venusaur's chilling there. Goes into Porygon 2, which is the other vein of my existence in this match, because I completely underestimated this thing as a threat going in. I realize, looking at my team right now, I have nothing for this Porygon 2 at all. And that's going to lead to some bad things happening. With the Eviolite, I don't have a Mega Venusaur with knockoff this week. I realize it's just not going to go well at all. So he has this Landorus here. He sets up a sub as I go into Gyarados. That's good information to know that he is not choiced. Gyarados doesn't take the Psychic too well, but good enough, I guess. Well enough, I guess. I'm going to go for the Waterfall. That's going to break the sub. That's pretty cool. I'm going to predict him to switch, / even if he stays in, doesn't matter anyways. I'm going to go for the Ice Fang. He goes into Shaymin, which is sniped by that Ice Fang. Does a nice 45%. Remember, that's a low base power move, so doing that much damage to a Shaymin, which is usually pretty bulky, I'll take that any day of the week. I'm going to go into Mega Venusaur now, which he carries Leaf Storm and not the Seed Flare, which is a little bit odd. I've never seen that before. And then I also get confirmation that it's a Life Orb set, and I'm thinking things are going okay right now because, you know, I got a Mega Venusaur, half health, can go for Synthesis, stuff like that. That's what I do. Going for the Synthesis. Porygon 2 gets the special attack raise. I'm not a fan of that. I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb, and I realize I have no means of... I can't beat this Porygon 2 at all. And if he gets something, he is Tri-Attack, so it's not even like he is Discharge and Ice Beam. He's a special attack boosted Tri-Attack. And he gets the Burn. So this is a losing battle. Quite obviously, Mega Venusaur is going to be taken down to a crit sooner or later. And I have fewer Synthesis power points than he has Recover. This is not... I know being patient's a good thing, but I can't. I'm trying to maybe stall this thing a little bit. I at least kind of wanted to wait until he went for a Recover, so that way I could switch out and still be at some decent health, and that's why I was stalling a little bit. But I know it's a losing matchup. I have to go into Empoleon and hope he doesn't have Discharge. He has a Tri-Attack, and he also is probably afraid of Gliscor, so I'm thinking he probably has the Ice Beam instead of the Discharge. I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks because I was kind of hoping maybe, just maybe, he would switch. No, he has Discharge. That's a go figure. So he's got Recover, Discharge, Tri-Attack. His last move, probably Toxic, right? That makes the most sense. No, you're going to see pretty soon it might not be Toxic. I could be very wrong here. He's going to keep going for the Discharges. I go into Gliscor, L'Hopital. Discharge does nothing, and I feel safe because this thing can't be poisoned. I'm going to go for the big knockoff. That's going to make my job a lot easier. No, it's not going to make my job easier at all. Gliscor goes down to an Ice Beam. So it's 3 attack Porygon with Recover. Just about the worst thing in the world. He's going to switch out now. As I go into Weavile, he goes into Regirock, which is also awful. I just go for a fake out, does absolutely nothing. Should have probably gone for the knockoff just to hopefully do something. I don't even. I should have carried low kick on this thing, clearly. It would have been better than fake out at this rate. I'm going to have to go into Empoleon to maybe tank a Stone Edge, and it actually does with 10, so that's pretty cool, I guess. And get some lefties back up to 24. Regirock is looking really strong over there. I have nothing really to defeat it easily, that's for sure. He goes into Porygon 2. I'm going to get the Scald off. Torrent range. He's actually going to get the attack raise, which is also nice. That's good. We get the burn, so we should be able to take out Porygon 2. That's my hope, unless he decides to save it for whatever reason. I don't think he will because of Stealth Rocks, because of burn and whatnot. That's a dead Porygon too. That's a Torrent boosted Scald. So Empoleon netting a KO on the day. That's pretty cool. He's going to go into Landorus now. I don't really have any safe switches, so I kind of just have to let Empoleon die off here. Yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. Empoleon goes down. I'd still like to be optimistic right now, but without Gliscor, I kind of feel like I had to sacrifice it at the time, and I had to bank on the fact that he didn't have Ice Beam. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Now it's just a series of desperation plays with this Gyarados. He goes into Cofagrigous. I think that's how you say that. I got the waterfall off. It does some nice damage, I guess. You know, like everything. I'm expecting this to be a normal one. Maybe Will-O-Wisp and Will-O-Wisp. Maybe what's it called? Shadow Ball. Things like that. I'm just expecting this to be normal. And I'm hoping maybe to get some flinches with the waterfall and KO. Nope, he's got rest. Resto. Chesto. The one thing that I didn't want to see in this Cofagrigous. Of course. Even if he didn't have the Chesto, maybe that would have helped. I don't know. I go for the waterfall. Hope for maybe some flinches. I can't really switch into anything safe. He gets a Will-O-Wisp off, which is the worst possible thing. And I'm thinking, how could it get any worse? Alright, I got Weavile. That could go in and do some damage to it. Everything's okay, right? I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance. Maybe just get some stats back up. Something like that would be good. He's going for Shadow Ball. Okay, I could probably tank one or two of those. And maybe just get one last KO off. I gotta get that thing to below half, or around half, so that way a Weavile knockoff without an item will be able to KO. That's my goal right now. Gyarados, you should be able to do that, right? Right? He gets a Shadow Ball off. And after the leftovers, I should be able to live a burn. And I do live a burn with 9. So I'm gonna get the waterfall off. Maybe get a flinch. He's gonna be below half, that's for sure. No! No! Trick Room! He sets up the surprise Trick Room, which is the worst possible thing. I said a lot of other things were the worst possible things. I was so shocked. My game plan just went out the window when that happened. Oh, I have to go into Mega Venusaur, hope to set some synthesis up, and stall some turns of the Trick Room. Because nothing on my team wants to go against this Cofagrigous. Because Will-O-Wisp and Shadow Ball are they aren't gonna do the Weavile and Raikou, they're not going to like taking the Will-O-Wisp or Shadow Ball at all. Shadow Ball's even doing a pretty okay amount to make a Venusaur anyways. I gotta go for Synthesis over and over again. The burn's annoying. This is an uphill battle, I mean, at this rate. This is not going well. That Trick Room, I'm trying to stall it out, but clearly I'm failing. This would have been just so much easier if that hadn't been around. And look at Venusaur. Although the Trick Room is gone, its health is at a point where it can't really take any attacks. So that's really bad. I have to go and fodder something off. It's got to be Raikou, because Weavile is able to take out 3 of the 4 things he has left with an Ice Shard. One Ice Shard just KOs them all. So I'm going to go into this thing now. I'm going to go into Weavile. He's going to think I'm going to go for the Ice Shard and switch out into Regirock, right? No! Because I go into Mega Venusaur, and he stays in and goes for the Earth Power. That was my only way of winning right there, if he had done that. So there really wasn't much else I could do. At this point, I just have to go for the Ice Shard, but he's going to go into Regirock, and I don't even know why I'm showing the end, because I don't know, because Regirock is just ruining my day. That's all that happened here. I should have probably kept Gliscor, but it was a panic thing. I had nothing for that Porygon. I had nothing to stall it thanks to that burn. It hit everything on my team, at least for a 2-hit KO. So, except for Mega Venusaur, which once again was burned, and I already told you, it was not going to win the Stall Fest. Oh well, that's how things happen, I guess. The Nidokings are 1-1, -1. Like I said, we'll come back at something next week. I'm not too worried. This loss wasn't as bad as it looked, because you got to think about it. I had 3 of the things on his team KO'd with an Ice Shard at that point. It was only that Regirock by the end that stopped a victory. Things happen, I guess. We'll come back with something next week. We're gonna be back. you know, I wouldn't be too worried. I'm certainly not. The only thing I'm worried about is a stupid computer, which I think is better now. I re-imaged it and everything, so it should be working now. And I'll get the effects back, the music, the borders. I'll get that all back for next week. So next week we've got a thing against the Granbulls. I don't have the document, so I can't say what team he has right now. I could go online, but I don't want to make this video longer than it has to. It was the GBA match / update video, so yeah. That's pretty much it, Robas. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, because next week's video will be so much better than this. And peace out.